Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to Spin to Win 2, which I will now attempt to play with a raging eye infection. Oh boy, bright lights indeed. This is, of course, the sequel to Chivalry 1, and if you've played that game, you'll have a general idea as to what to expect from Chivalry 2, which labels itself as a revolutionary mix of a fighting game and a first-person shooter, and I can kind of see where they're coming from there. The whole spin to win thing, for example, we'll discuss that a little bit more in depth, but basically, when you're swinging your sword, if you then spin the camera so that your sword, who starts their swing over here, ends up over here, you will actually hit the enemy here faster than if you swung from there. Meaning that if you want to be optimal in the game, you need to swing your camera around quite energetically. Let's go and find ourselves a game then, shall we? And first up is Tournament Grounds, already fully engaged, I see. I believe there are 4 maps in the current closed beta, which is up right now. You can pre-order the game. There will be a voucher down in the description down below, where you can pick it up. Now, immediately, it's right into the action. There are currently Team Deathmatch, of this being Team Deathmatch. Oh, let's get you up there, buddy. And there's also Team Objective mode as well. Ow, yep, I saw that going badly right off the bat. And goes down. It is high adrenaline action right off the bat. You do need to be quite careful about friendly fire. That is most assuredly a thing here. And with how wide you swing... Oh, this is not going to end well. Nope, Yep, there you go. You die very quickly. Smaller weapons like one-handed swords might require 4 odd hits, depending a little bit upon hit locations. Bigger weapons will take you down in 2 to 3 hits tops. If you get surrounded, you're gonna die awfully quickly. I don't even know how the hell he countered me there, but apparently he did. Oh, yes. There are archers in this game, by the way, as well. Why on God's good green earth you would decide to make a game heavily based around very precise controls and close-quarter fighting, and then add in a class that completely ignores all of those things in favor of firing highly damaging bolts from middle distance? I don't really know, but, well, that is the situation we are currently in, so that is the situation we shall have to deal with. Right, that was 10 to the stab. You've got 3 basic attacks. You've got the swing, as you see here. You've got a... Stop hitting me, I'm your friend. You've got an overhead swing and a thrust.
This is shite.
Oh, there you go again. I'm less convinced by the overhead swings and the thrust, because they are very precise. Oh, we won. Not much due to me, but, well, we won. The overhead swing and the thrust both requires you to precisely strike the target, whereas the swing, you'll hit anything in front of you, making it often the superior alternative, in my opinion. After a round is done, you will be gaining a little bit of experience and a little bit of gold, depending upon how well you did in the match. In this case, I did very, very little, and so I didn't get a whole lot. You have several classes, of which Cancer, the archers, is of course one. Then you've got a vanguard, a knight, and a pole-armed man as well. Oh, well, not exactly entirely pole-armed, actually, I do believe. You can see here. No. The class change system could be a little less painful to deal with. The archer, the vanguard, the footman, and the knight. Let's pick Cancer for around here, just to demonstrate that. Again, why exactly you would decide to add in an archer in a game like this, I'm honestly not entirely sure, but they did, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Before every match as well, you get a little bit of a cutscene style thing here, introducing you to the map and the current objective. In this case, the blue team need to fight their way all the way into the castle to reach the red team's boss man. Well, it decided to not put me on the archer. It does this somehow. I don't know exactly why, but occasionally when a game starts, it'll just make you a random class, or not actually random either. It seems to usually be whatever class you have highest level at that point in time. Not entirely sure if that's intentional or just a bug, not sure. This thing is way shorter than it looks. I don't know how he hit me there. I'm pretty sure I was blocking, but apparently that didn't actually matter. I'm dead, yes. And that's another thing too. You may notice up in the corner there, frame rate low. I'm currently got everything on medium, and I think I've got a fairly beastly computer, yet I have not been able to achieve a decent frame rate so far. I think there's some serious optimization work to be had. And also, do not play this game unless you've got a very good internet connection. Even with, I mean, my internet connection is awful. Even with the best servers I can find, I'm still suffering with between 80 to 120 ping, which usually for me is bloody amazing. But in a game like this, where you have to block and parry in the course of seconds. Oh, that was a smart move by him. He threw his weapon. It didn't kill me, however, which turned out to be a bad idea. I mean, I get it. He's like, you little piece of shit. I'm just gonna try and kill you by throwing my sword at you. It's the best option he had, considering it was kind of caught out there. Let's get you back up.
It ain't your time to be going.
Oh, how did I miss that? Huh. I guess I didn't lead him enough. The ranged weapons, do not get me wrong, the ranged weapons are not all-powerful, not by any stretch of the imagination. On a basic hit to the torso, you do about 45 damage, which means on average you're gonna need 3 hits or more to put somebody down, and if you hit them in the leg, like I did there, you'll see they'll do even less damage. Additionally, the way the, what? Okay, right. The way the weapons, the projectile speed falls off also does make it somewhat difficult to aim. Poor connection, right, well, that explains that. I was wondering, because he literally hit past me and then I died, and I was like, well, how did that happen? That happens frequently. That happens a lot. Far too much, honestly. I'm presuming it's got a lot to do with the optimization at the moment. This was the best server I could find, and I think it promised me about a 45 to 50 ping. That is a promise that we can see here is not exactly fulfilled. Right, looks like the ping is stabilizing a bit. I'm gonna switch out from the archer class as soon as I die here because, well, it is an awful goddamn class, and there's no doubt about it. I hope that would... No, switch over to the knife, thank you. Thank you very much there, kind sir. When you are down, depending upon where you are hit, there's also the opportunity to not actually be dead, but instead merely down. Oh, that was a good hit. In which case, you can be picked up by an ally if they can get to you quickly enough. There we go. This is another thing, kind of annoying thing about the archer. You'd be surprised at just how decent the archer actually is in melee, particularly when he gets some weapon unlocks. I do believe he's got less HP than the big boys, but that doesn't necessarily matter. Let me just pull back here a little bit so I can select a slightly less awful class, because frankly, you're probably not going to be playing Chivalry to shoot people with arrows. Let's pick up the knight, shall we? That sounds fun. Nope, he's down. I don't need to put an arrow on him. You can also, by the way, set your arrows on fire. Ow. Oh, there goes me. Which means you'll also be doing dot damage, though I wouldn't actually recommend it. The thing is, one of the reasons why I don't really like the archers is because you only do 11 damage if you hit a friendly, which is nothing. It's really nothing. Which means that you're not really all that encouraged to be careful. If you miss, it's going to be a minor inconvenience to someone, rather than a, you know, catastrophic failure. Well, that's an interesting little thing right there. And so it's entirely fine to just blast loose into melee, not a problem. In fact, it is highly advisable because when you hit, of course, you're going to be doing a relatively significant amount of damage.
Protect the camp for the order.
Yep. And you get overwhelmed. Don't expect this to be a dueling game, by the way. There might be a dueling game mode on launch, I hope, but it is absolutely a mass team deathmatch with a bunch of people. You're gonna get killed by just 3-4 dudes jumping on you. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be the vast majority of your deaths. And that is simply just how Chivalry works. Now, when you're back in a melee... Damn it, that thing has a lot longer range than it looks. Swing your weapon. Just keep swinging it. Honestly, that's been my best experience so far. When you're in a 1v1 fight, you need to display a little bit more finesse, of course. But with a weapon like this, and when you're in a mass melee, just kind of swing it. Let's try a charge attack. That missed. I don't actually know how, but apparently my mouse cursor was a millimeter off or something. You will do team damage, but it's not a lot of team damage, so you can just kind of swing. You can also hold down the button, as you can see there. That hit, but the lag is really screwing me up right now. I can't actually see if I'm getting attacked. And this is the best server I could find as well, but my internet is crap, so... That missed, apparently. You're gonna have to get used to the range of weapons, okay. Right, and the server just completely died, right. Let me just, again, reiterate this. If you don't have a very good PC and a very good internet connection, this is probably gonna be a very frustrating experience. Or at the very least, you're gonna have to get used to playing with the lag. Let's see if I can find another one. There we are. Which color am I? I am blue. Right, nice to know. I am still playing as the knight as well. Oh, he's down. Can I save him? No, I cannot. That's unfortunate. You can, of course, also block, as you can see here. You can hold the block. It does not block everything in front of you. In fact, it only blocks a relatively small area, which is, again, is a little bit affected by the lag. Not to blame everything on the lag. I am not particularly good at this game yet either, to be honest, but the lag does make it a hint more challenging. And he's trying to run away. Let's try and prevent that. Now, he just had his block shattered, which will also stun him. Now, you can also do a perfect parry, which is, well, in theory, what you're supposed to do to get a perfect parry is to... Oh, I missed probably. Is to aim at his weapon. In fact, I got one off right there, riposte, but I was too slow to hit him again. Then you will be able to attack slightly faster than the enemy. You're supposed to look at the weapon, see it coming, and then block just as it hits you. Not easy at the best of times. Considerably more interesting with a little bit of lag going on. This is also where the spin to win comes into play. If you move your camera, like so, where you hit them at the edge of the screen in the direction you're slashing, so if I'm doing this, I want to be hitting him on this side. And you can also hold that Alt to change the direction, and then you want to hit him on this side. So, oh, you're friendly, okay. So ideally, what you want to do, see if I can demonstrate it, is to go in, no, that's not going to work, is to go in, and hit them like that, with the edge of your camera. There goes the spin to win. This is a mechanic that I entirely understand, but I don't necessarily like. On the one hand, it adds in a skill element, just a straight up skill element, where you need to be actively, oh, Jesus, moving the camera at all times to get the best attack possible and to beat your enemy to the punch. Like if there's one guy fighting another guy and you're both hitting, you'll have the exact same attack speed, right? And so nothing will happen. It'll be a 50-50 who hits the other guy first. But if you turn your camera, then your sword arrives first, and so you get the crucial first hit. It makes a great deal of sense from that kind of skill perspective. But I don't like needing to throw my camera around like a crazy person. It feels so derpy. Not to mention as well, if I'm like pulling back my sword for a big old swing, right? Then I will be at maximum momentum through that swing. When my sword is at the maximum extent, that's when I have the most energy behind it. If a man steps in and, you know, takes my sword blow when it is at the maximum pullback, I'm not going to have any energy in that hit. In fact, that was a part of the strategy of wearing armor, where you could kind of wade into an enemy's blow to stop him from getting that full force out of it. So, it's a little annoying, but again, this is a game, and there is nothing to do with realism in this damn thing. That is not the point, nor probably should it be, honestly. We've only had one of the team-oriented one, the objective-oriented one so far. This is the tournament ground, another team deathmatch. These little intros are cool the first time, but they get kind of old kind of quickly. A way to skip them would not necessarily be a bad thing. Now, you start in here, and now you actually locked into the camera, and so you kind of just gotta go with it. You block that. And I didn't block that. I thought I hit him there, but apparently I didn't. You can also, of course, you can also kick. Kicking will disrupt an enemy's block. I didn't see that dude there, and so I hit him in the back of the head, which is unfortunate. You can also do this, which is a jab. That's another way to try and regain the initiative. Like, if you get hit and you can't, like, kick him to break his block, you might jab him instead, just to do that little bit of damage and to interrupt his next swing. Another arrow shooting past my head there. I do hate archers. Now, let's see if I can get up a little bit of speed here. Now, you'll see the two icons there at the front of the screen. That indicates my charging speed, and if you get enough of it, then I get blocked by a teammate, and I end up bashing him in the back of the head. You can do a charge attack. That was a good hit. That was another good hit. The charge hits can be difficult to pull off. Oh, really? I thought I had the range on you there, but apparently I did not. Okay, that's unfortunate. Because that leaves me on dick or health, nor do I have any bandages. Let's see, can I find any resupply thing? Are there even any resupply things on this map? I haven't actually checked yet. There are occasionally ammunition boxes scattered around where you can pick up additional resources. In this case, I am looking for one so that I can get some healing. Let's see. Maybe in here? Oh, hello there. Crossbowman. And dead. Yeah, do not for a second think that the archers are defenseless just because they've got a ranged weapon. In fact, their melee weapons are as good as the ones the knights have. The difference is the footman with a sword and board has the shield in addition, so yeah. And I am not convinced by the addition of the ranged class, to be entirely honest. They seem like a silly addition to a game so heavily focused on just pure melee prowess, frankly. But, well, there you go. I should be able to... Yep, I did. There you go. Alright. Come on. What the hell is hitting me now? Allies, probably. And down you go as well. Right, well, my ally managed to shave off half of my health there. That's lovely, but that is what happens. Ah, there it is. See, I knew there'd be one of these here. There you go. That'll give me another healing item. You also have special items. In the case of the knight, it is the horn. A trumpet more than a horn there, but oh well. You get the point. And that will increase my allies' healing in an area around me over time. Ow. Yeah, I knew I had somebody behind me there. Oh, you're friendly. Do not hit the friendlies. Hitting the friendlies is bad. I thought I'd blocked that. I had not. Once the swing is initiated, you can no longer cancel it, but if you do it right before, like you can see here, then you can initiate a block or a change of action. Damn it, I thought I'd hit him first there, but apparently not. You will hear me... Oh. I thought you'd backed off. You had not. You will hear me say that a lot. In this case, though, I can't really bitch about the ping, because this is a server where I'm actually doing fairly well on that for once, which is nice. It's probably because there's not that many members. I think it is probably performance-based, because what I've been noticing is, when I'm on a server with like 30, 40 people total, I don't really struggle anywhere near as much with the ping. Once the numbers start getting up there, however, then the ping starts getting annoying again. I should have range on him. Yes, I did. Not that it mattered. My ally there butchered him anyways. Oh, you're a friend. Don't hit the friends. Ow, don't step in the fire either. That's probably a bad idea. I don't really want to burn my medikit on self-inflicted fire damage, but there you go. Alright. God damn it. The charge attack for the knight is difficult to pull off in my unexpert opinion. There's an arrow sticking out of my back there. That's unfortunate. And couldn't get him. Uh-oh. Yep, I'm about to be surrounded and dead. You die fast. It's a lot about positioning. You don't move particularly fast, and I have a sneaking suspicion that you move more slowly backwards than you do forwards. Can I? Yeah, you definitely do. So if you want to try and get away, what you really should do is turning the entire camera around and then leaving. You can't hold a swing forever either, by the way. You have to release, which is good, because it means you can't just, you know, keep... Come on, I'm pretty sure I'm blocking some of this. The blocking area is not particularly large, it feels like, so it's gonna take some time to get used to exactly what you can and cannot block. Yeah, he was gonna hit me first there, because he started the swing earlier as well. Oh. Yeah. It's fun. It is absolutely fun and... Right, screw you then, very much so. It is fun and chaotic. Again, I would argue that it's a little bit... It does need a little bit more time. I don't think it's going to have enough time just now to really come out in the state it a little bit needs to. Again, if your game starts to lag, or, well, you know, latency starts kicking in, when you're at full numbers in a game like this where it's about split seconds, not great. I've had it all down to low settings as well, and it didn't really seem to do a whole lot of difference, honestly. Let's check out another character class here as well. You have 3 different variations on the class, and they do have access to some different weapons. So, for example, the man-at-arms here, for example, has a one-handed weapon and a shield. Let me just check. Yes, they do have less health. I thought they did. And the Devastator and the Officer has the most health out of them all. Let's see, let me try out the pole hammer a bit. Haven't really used all that much. You also have some abilities and an item, like the spike trap, which seems like a weird one. It does damage if people hit it at high speed, which seems unlikely, frankly.
When Malric plunged his dagger deep into the heart of Agatha, but... like most of you,
again, these intros are adorable the first time you see them. The 50th time you see them, they're just kind of annoying. Because I'm like, oh, can I leave now? No, your camera is locked into position because we have decided that that is how we want it to be. And then he just, okay, right. And he turned me, and I got hit in the face. That was unfortunate. Right. The hatchet, which I have... Oh, that was an ally. I'm still blue. Let's get these guys up again.
I'll be joining
One thing I really like is you get rewarded for everything in this game. What? What? Oh, come on, I hit... Really? That... I blocked that. Ah, god damn it. So many times in this game, I'm like, I blocked that, and the game's like, nope, nope, nope. You did not, apparently, as it turns out. This is probably my favorite class, just for the simple reason that you're carrying a medkit with which to heal other people. Which, in a game like this, honestly kind of seems like an OP ability. Like, really, you can heal other people whilst they're in their own fights. Yes, yes you can. Huh, I got a riposte there, but I still couldn't attack him quickly enough to actually get past his block. That's weird. I thought that was guaranteed. Apparently not, however. I missed him there.
Make it stop!
Make it stop in... Oh. Well, buddy, that was embarrassing. You managed to miss me whilst coming up on me from behind, as I did not even know you were there. And you missed your charge attack. Alright, let's throw out some healing. Bounce that off his skull, don't worry. It won't hurt him, he'll be happy about it. Any more healing from me anywhere, by the way? Play the coward's game. That's how you live longer. Although I'm having a bit of a problem finding any actual healing items here. Oh, a comrade in desperate need of aid. I'll go over there and die alongside him. Or I'll stab this guy deep in the kidneys and make him kind of sad. There we go. Do I have a healing kit for you? I do. There you go. I was useful. I was a team player. This class, by the way, has hands down the best charge. No doubt about it. Can I? Yes. There you go. See, I'm not complete shit at this. I'm relative shit at this, but not complete garbage. You know, everything is relative. I wanted to head after that dude because he was healing, actually, but I think I've kind of wasted my opportunity there. You can also use the charge attacks, the special attacks. I feel like I have dudes behind me, so I'm just going to keep running. There you go. You can also use the special attacks in normal melee outside of the charge, like that. Like you can see here. It's a big, slow, heavy attack for breaking through blocks. Though, most of the time, it seems like the kick is better for that, because the kick is faster. Oh, shit. Ow. Archer's killing me again. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Is there really no healing items on this map? That's making me kind of sad, because I seem to be losing most of my innards. Oh, 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 oh. Ow. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Let me just hit my ally in the back of the head there. Nope. Did I pick up the healing pack at least? I did. Happy, happy holidays. Right, let's heal this guy. You can heal them in the middle of a fight, by the way, which is another reason why I feel like this class is kind of OP. Like somebody else is having a kick-ass duel and you're just like, yeah, here. Allow me to heal you with this magical stim pack that I just so happen to have. Very, very handy as it turns out. Boy, it gets hectic, doesn't it? Oh. See, now, I cannot deny, this is fun. This is fun. This is very fun. Oh, this is very fun. The frame rate does have a tendency to make me a bit salty in this title, but... Oh, he blocked that. Yeah, you see what I mean? I'm like... Half the time, I'm feeling like I blocked that, and then I see an enemy just apparently reach down behind himself to intercept my charging goddamn halberd. And I'm like, how? How, senor? Teach me your goddamn ways, because I would like to just be able to do that as well. It seems useful. Seems really bloody useful, frankly. You can also toss the weapon, which you shouldn't toss the halberd. The halberd is not to be tossed. The machete, however, as you can see, it is absolutely to be tossed. Let's just put this here because reasons. I don't know. Oh, lots of people heal. I love how the game rewards you for every last little bit as well. When you're near an objective in the team-based mode, it constantly gives you points for being near the objective for like pushing the ram, for example. Ah, God, this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, let's just get you to back off a little bit, right? Thank you, buddy. Good job. Just for pushing the ram, for being on the siege ladder. Ow. Am I getting hit from somewhere? Oh, shit. There you go. Whew. You get rewards for healing, you get rewards for doing damage, you get rewards for killing, you get rewards for picking people up. I do love the fact that you can toss the shield. That is pretty adorable. Right. I'm pretty sure I have a dude right behind me, so I'm just gonna thank you. That was great. That was great. He's just like, here, have this stim pack to the face. Like, thank you, brother. That was neat. Right. Ah, damn it. That was optimistic to try for that. Ow, ow, ow.
Stop!
My boo-boo hurts. My boo-boo hurts a lot. Oh, sorry, buddy. Ah, god damn it. The fire has a far larger area of effect than you might consider fire to have reasonably.
Mike, stop!
Rub myself up a little bit there. Anybody else wants to have a taste of my halberd? Yes, plenty of people, in fact. Let's go for this guy. Aha! Round the kidneys. Good job. Oh yeah, I imagine this would be a fun game with friends, no doubt about it. And a little fair warning as well, by the way. You really want to kind of learn. Oh shit. The range of weapons, because the physical model's range is not the actual range of the weapon. That's something you're gonna learn to your damage if you don't figure it out. God damn it. How the hell? Like, I'm pretty sure I was hitting that guy, but again, that's the thing. The physical length of the weapon is not your actual reach. In some cases, it is longer. In some cases, like in the halberd, it is way shorter. Or at the very least, it feels way shorter. I think that was the last kill too. Excellent. Hey. And then you get a fun little phase at the end where you can just run around killing the uninjured enemies whilst you yourself are basically invulnerable. Alright. How did I do? Awfully. Absolutely awfully, but... Well, my ping is already in the goddamn red, so I'll use that as an excuse, shall I? Yes. Seems good. I only died 3 times, though. I'll consider that to be good enough. There are no in-game cosmetics available at the moment in the beta. There will be quite a few. There's also a little currency up here, which I'm presuming will be used for, you know, various skins and so on. Right. Some conclusions then, based on the closed beta right now. It is a lot of fun. It is absolutely a lot of fun. It is frantic, it is chaotic, and the game rewards you for everything you do, so that even in a losing match, your performance gets you your reward regardless. You don't have to be annoyed at your little retard teammates throwing it all the goddamn time. That's very nice. The combat system itself is very fast-paced, very frantic. It encourages you to swing around the camera, which I like the mechanic. I hate the fact that it's a thing. Derpy. The overhead and thrust are a bit odd because you can't quite get them to deliver as quickly as the slash. They feel a little weaker, but they're also way more precise, which is nice if you don't want to hit your friends in the back. But due to the relatively limited damage you do, most of the time it feels like you're better off just with a good old-fashioned slash, really, because it'll give you a better chance at hitting the enemy, and, well, your teammates are just going to have to take that little pounding, aren't they? The charge attacks, too, are really kind of hit and miss. The Vanguard's one is just a wide slash, nice and easy to hit. The Halberdier's one is pretty good as well. The Officer's one is awful. Absolutely awful. But maybe it's got more range? It looks like it's got more range, but then again, all he does is turn his sword the other way, so I'm not entirely sure about that. The different weapon loadouts are a little limited. You've got, I think, like 4 or 5 weapons per class. You've got 3 class for the 4 type. So it's something, but maybe, I don't know. I don't want them having too many weapons either, because then you're going to end up with a best weapon. Already they've got a little bit of a best weapon, the Mesa, which just seems to be absolutely awesome. I managed to steal one of those things one time, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed. Then there's the ranger stuff. Now, there's a limited number of ranged characters per team, which is very nice, but I mean, I get it. I get why they're there. You've even got scenarios where attacking castles and stuff, and it's cool to fire off bows in the middle of his melee, but I think they might want to double their friendly fire damage, because dealing either 45 damage to an enemy, which is a third of their health bar or so in many cases, or 11 damage to an enemy, which is like a 10th, yeah, of course, take the bloody shot, there's no question about it. Making it a little bit more dangerous to deploy in close quarters around your friends might be nice, honestly, but then again, that's assuming that the archer gives a shit whether or not he plants his wooden shafts into friends or foes. Which I have a sneaking suspicion might be an unsafe assumption to make, so, yeah. A little bit iffy on that one. Anywho, what I would recommend for you to do is, if you can bother installing the Epic spyware, and this is an Epic exclusive, tragically enough. At this point, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, Epic is a shitty company in many ways. I despise the idea of exclusives, and Tencent owns way too much of their company shares for me to be comfortable with, but they are also the only company who are actually challenging the worse companies, the Googles and the Twitters of the world, so I'm kind of arrived at this position of, alright, if they've got something cool, I might check it out. Might. Heavy emphasis on that. And they do have the same refund policy of Steam, which still isn't anywhere near good enough, but industry standard, I do suppose. Pick it up, play it for an hour, and if you find that your computer can't take it or your internet can't take it, refund it. Because again, hell, even right now, where I only have a little bit of frame rate problems and a little bit of lag, it's already kind of frustrating. So, you know, take that into account. Anywho, I will wrap it up there. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Till then, have a good day.